Man, we should play Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
You know, I actually played Ty. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Hey, that rhymed. Ty 3 not too long ago, and it was no good. Ty 2 is way better.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Which is the one with the robot?
Both Ty 1 or both. Actually, all three of them have them.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I think I played Ty 2.
Well, most people did, yeah.
Yeah.
I played Tide 1. Tide 1?
Tide.
I played Tide 1.
Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Don't eat Tide Pods, kids.
Yeah. Well, but so continuing our discussion, here's my thing, right? Not pertaining to Elder Scrolls, because I don't want to get on this gravy train of Elder Scrolls, right?
Because that's a big that's a multiple long episode.
That's well, it's just a whole different thing, you know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, take a game like recently I played State of Decay 2. Okay. I've played State of Decay 1, and
what is that?
What?
What is State of Decay? I've heard of it again. Oh, goodness bless you.
State of Decay is basically like this survival game. That's pretty much it.
Is it like zombies?
Zombies. No. Like a DayZ like style.
Oh, so like Battle Royale?
No. Not Battle Royale. What I mean is like you're not surviving against waves and waves of zombies. Yeah. It's a survival game.
But
you need to get
zombies?
food. You need Oh yes, I thought you meant zombies like Call of Duty zombies.
No.
And I was like, no, it's nothing like that.
Okay, so
you fucking moron.
You could have just said it was DayZ. It's just DayZ.
Yeah. And so here's
Altair?
Yeah, dude. Dude, are you kidding me? The Assassin's Creed lore runs deep.
It runs so deep that it interconnects with other lores, including the Spyro lore.
Dude, it does.
And the Glover lore.
It is seemingly canon that it is seemingly canon that Final Fantasy 15 and Assassin's Creed are both like in the same universe.
What if like they release a sequel to Glover, and then it's just like Glover, and he looks at the camera, and he's like, ah, and then a hidden blade comes out of him.
What? Have you ever played Glover?
Yeah, I played Glover a lot. I rented it as a kid a lot.
Because I have it for PS1. We could play it.
Yeah, I love Glover.
But so here's the dealio, right? State of Decay 2. You know, if you like State of Decay, great, fantastic. I love you. If you like State of Decay 2, fantastic. I love you. If you worked on State of Decay 2 and you're a developer and you're listening to this for some reason, fantastic. I love you. Here's the deal. All right. State of Decay came out in like 2013. Feels like a 360 game because it is a 360 game. That was ported
the first one?
Yeah, that was ported to Xbox One.
Okay.
State of Decay 2 feels way too much like State of Decay 1 because graphically it looks like pretty. What the fuck is going on here? Graphically,
okay,
it looks pretty much garbage. Animations, holy shit, are they garbage? The way that the game begins is utter fucking garbage. And the problem is State of Decay 2 might be fantastic. It might be the greatest game I've ever played. But I played it for like an hour, and I've got way too many things to play. To the point where I'm like, this game could be like 30 hours long. Am I really going to sit here and play the game for 30 hours and hope the entire time that it gets better? Or am I just going to say, poor first impression, move on to other things, right? Like, whereas a game like, I don't know, I also played Vanquish recently. And it starts out with like a tutorial, but the tutorial it's fun to play, and even if it wasn't fun to play, you can skip it. And once you get past the tutorial, boom, you're right in the action. It's super fun. It's super engaging. It's great. And so the problem that I have is with an anime, it's only 4 hours, but a game.
That could be a lot longer.
Yeah, and so it's like, am I wrong in sort of thinking that it's beneficial, it's in my best interest to play games? I mean, if I bought the game for $60, maybe I'm gonna be a little bit different about it. But State of Decay, obviously, I didn't buy that shit. I have the Game Pass, so it's like, they add all their exclusives to Game Pass. So
bye, Bruno.
Fucking
dragon.
But so to me, it's, I don't know. To me, it's like I just I don't know. What is your opinion on that? Like, if you play a game, you didn't spend $60 on the game, right? But you're playing this game and it doesn't grip you. It doesn't seem interesting. It seems like, you know what, this game might not be the greatest. Are you willing to just stop playing it, move on, or are you gonna try to give it more time until 10 hours in when you realize, yeah, no, this isn't worth my time, so I feel like I've wasted 10 hours?
I would like to say I think for me it differs based on what type of game I'm playing. I think if it's a shooter, then absolutely yes. If it's not engaging within the first 30 minutes to an hour, I'm gonna drop that shit like hard.
Why specifically shooters though?
Because for me, like, shooters tend to be shorter experiences, and so basically, since it's shorter, you tend to kind of get the gist of what you're going to be getting for the next 8 hours within the first hour. And if that first hour isn't interesting, then what's to stop me from thinking that the rest of the 7 hours isn't going to be interesting?
But
whereas for RPGs, I tend to be a little bit more lenient, and I'm like, yeah, fine, you can start slow, but if an RPG and I'm like 5 hours into an RPG and it's like still slow as fuck, then I'm like, okay, all right, come on. And then I might drop it,
Yeah. And I mean, you're gonna be missing out on experiences. That much is obvious, right?
But if it's bad experience.
Yeah, but it's like you have to just manage your time wisely. Like, that's, I think, the biggest thing for me is, especially when I was working at GameStop, I would get every fucking new game that came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like,
I can't imagine that.
Between working and then having all these games, it took me like, I pre-ordered and bought Hitman the day the complete collection came out. And I didn't play it for I didn't even open it for 6 months.
Jesus. Because
I just didn't have the fucking time. I was busy playing so many other games. And when we're talking about games like, Final Fantasy 15, which is going to be like a 90-hour experience, or The Witcher, which is going to take you 200 hours or whatever. It's like, my problem is, I don't have the time for that. Now, I've got a lot more time now, but I still am doing things and, playing games for reviews and shit, and playing games here, and it's like, I'm still doing shit, and I still just don't have the time to sit around and play a bunch of shitty games, just so that I can be like, yeah, that game was shit. I mean, there's games where I very much think, like, I went through the whole game, and I'm like, wow, I fucking wasted my time, and I could have spent that time more wisely playing another game.
You're right. No. And for me, my solution to that is, I also don't have a whole lot of time to play games, but when I do, I'm very kind of like, I'm more slow paced and relaxed. Like, I'm not the kind of person who goes out and buys the newest games,
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking playing Morrowind for all I care, just because I thought it was interesting.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, and so I just tend to, I find a game, and when I'm like, this is a good game, then I'm like, okay, fucking lock it down, and then I play that game and beat that game, and then I move on to one new game. And then I sort of just base out my time like that, and then and it just sort of works out for me. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if you're the kind of person who really just wants to get in as many games as you can, you gotta make sure you're playing quality games and not wasting your time.
Exactly. Like, and there's even games like fucking, I mean, Vanquish. I never beat Vanquish.
Yeah.
Even though I love Vanquish and I love everything about it. It was kind of like I got, after, halfway through the game, I pretty much got the gist of it, and then just moved on to other things. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to.
I have something to say about that, actually.
It's just because other games were preoccupying my time, and then I just sort of moved on.
I have something to say about
Cletus.
that. Cletus.
He's like, why, hey there, Pyro. Ooh, if you look back at my trailer back there, you can find them. Bye.
Anyways, bye. But no, I was gonna say, oh yeah, so that brings up an interesting question. Do you think that you need to beat a game in order to get your money's worth out of it, or say, yeah, I enjoyed that?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
To enjoy it, dude, fuck it. It doesn't really matter how much you play it, as long as you enjoyed it.
Fun, because video games are just there to have fun. I mean, obviously, art forms and all that, but at the bottom line, you're there to have fun, and if you're not having fun, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, which actually is a funny thing. That I'll say. I do not like the fact that Angry Joe cares so much about the time a game takes to play.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because, Journey is only 90 minutes, but some people would gladly pay $60 for that 90 minutes because they think that 90 minutes was so fantastic. And that is a topic for the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Next time on Totally Original Let's Play, we will talk about some other stuff pertaining to that. And leave down in the comments below if you do the same thing, or if you're like, no way, boy, when I see a game and I start playing it, I gotta play it to completion even if it's garbage. Anyways, goodbye. Click on the left to watch the next video in this series once it's uploaded.
Click on the right to watch another game that we played if you like this.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified when we upload new videos.
And I told him, I don't know this place.